Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk video. In today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the real occult influence in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you would like to further support the channel, you can check out the Truth Is store and see if you find anything you like. On the Truth Is store, we have the Truth Is shirt in many different colors, and we also got coffee mugs and phone cases. So if you'd like to further support the channel and help with the funding of Truth Records, check out the Truth store. The link would be in the description. Now let's get right into it. Ever since the Doctor Strange movie was released, I received many requests from you guys asking me to see the movie and make a video breaking down the symbolism. Many of you were shocked on just how much occultic symbolism was found in the movie. As much as I wanted to review the movie when it first came out, I wasn't able to because I wouldn't have been able to remember exactly what I needed to talk about if I had watched the movie in the theaters. When I make these videos, I usually examine what I am trying to break down. This means I would have had to watch the movie repeatedly to be able to properly break it down, something that can't really be done at the movie theaters. Thankfully, I saw the movie was recently released through Disney+, so I borrowed my friend's Disney+ account and was able to watch it, and now we are here. For those that saw this movie and felt that it was satanic, you guys were 100% correct. From the very beginning of this movie to the very end, we saw nothing but occultic symbolism, and we are going to talk about all of it. Just like we have spoken about in the past, Disney has always tried to make the occult world look magical and fun. This is exactly what we are seeing in this Doctor Strange movie. The movie is jam-packed with occultic imagery, painting occultic magic in a good light. The movie makes it look like there's two sides of the occult, a good one and a bad one, when in reality, all occult magic is evil. Anything rooted in the occult, whether it's done for a wrong reason or even a good reason, is still occultic magic, which makes it forbidden by God. In my opinion, it seems that Disney is doing a great job at introducing young kids to occultic rituals as early as they can. Without spoiling the movie for those who haven't watched it and are interested in watching it, I'm going to provide just an overview of the movie. The movie is about Doctor Strange, who is a sorcerer trying to protect a young girl named America, who has a power that allows her to travel through the multiverse, but can't seem to control her power. Wanda, who is a sorceress, wants to capture America to use her to travel to a different universe. Throughout the entire movie, we see Doctor Strange use occultic ritual magic to fight off Wanda, who herself is using occultic magic straight out of a book called the Book of the Damned, and in Marvel's own words, the Dark Hold, aka the Book of the Damned, or the Book of Sins, is ancient and evil. It contains powerful dark magic spells and is considered the most potent form of dark magic. It's said that anyone who reads it will lose their minds or their souls. The movie was basically 2 hours of rituals and talking. At the very beginning of the movie, in the first 5 minutes, we saw Doctor Strange casting spells and performing rituals. We even saw Doctor Strange trying to sacrifice America for what he called the greater good of the multiverse.
This is the only way.
You're killing me!
I know. But in the grand calculus of the multiverse, your sacrifice is worth more than your life.
As you heard for yourself, Doctor Strange openly tries to sacrifice the person he was supposed to be trying to save. He makes the claim that sacrificing her is worth it for the greater good. This is important, as we have seen so many signs of ritual sacrifices in the entertainment industry. This scene is depicting ritual sacrifice in a good light, as if there's ever a reason to ritually sacrifice someone. What I found interesting is that this is exactly the same reason why the pagans used to ritually sacrifice as well. They made sacrificial offerings to their pagan gods because they believed it was for the greater good, as the gods would have blessed them for their offerings. They would sacrifice one of their own in order to appease the god they were sacrificing to. Openly, right at the beginning of the movie, you can see what this movie is going to be about. In around the 9-minute mark of the movie, we saw Doctor Strange fighting off a giant demonic monster. As we can see, the monster is literally a giant eye with tentacles. We already know just how much the Masons love their one-eye symbolism, and we can spot tons of it throughout this movie. In this scene, we also see Doctor Strange using ritual magic to fight off that one-eye monster. Every time they show Doctor Strange performing his rituals, they show him doing Masonic hand gestures, like the Masonic horns and the all-seeing eye hand gesture. We have seen plenty of artists and celebrities doing these very hand gestures many times on this channel. As we can see, these occult symbols are used for ritualistic purposes. The next scene we need to talk about is the one where Doctor Strange is talking to Wong, which holds the title of Sorcerer Supreme, which basically means he is a Grand Masonic Master. In this scene, we again see the writers trying to make the claims that there's two sides of magic, a good one and a bad one, as they show Wong talking about a book of white magic made for good. Like I already said earlier in this video, magic is forbidden by God. This means that there is no good magic. Those who are worshippers of God are forbidden to practice any types of ritual magic. But Disney seems to want people to think that there is good magic, a running theme that can be seen throughout much of their programming. If you were to ask a Mason if they did dark magic, they would tell you that the rituals they did aren't evil, as they think it's good magic, as this is what many low-ranking Masons believe. In this scene, they also show what appears to be a temple, where the other sorcerers learn how to practice magic. A very similar concept to the Masonic temples, where Masons learn rituals and practice occultic magic. Around the 22-minute mark of the movie, they show Doctor Strange meeting with Wanda, who is using the Book of the Damned, otherwise known as the Dark Code. As we can see, the Dark Code has Masonic symbols, as again they show the all-seeing eye. In this scene, they again show Wanda talking about sacrificing America for the greater good. We saw that Wanda has horns on her head, more Masonic imagery pointing to Baphomet. Just a few minutes later in the movie, they show a Minotaur, which is a representation of Moloch, another form of Baphomet, who is shown to be part of the sorcerers as he is shown in the Sorcerer's Temple. Around the 30-minute mark of the movie, there's a scene that shows Wanda infiltrating the temples of sorcerers in order to get to America. Doctor Strange casts a spell and puts Wanda in what appears to be a glass maze. In this scene, I noticed an important detail regarding Wanda's fingers being stained black, which is an occultic practice. I've actually seen this before with Michelle Lamy. You guys might remember the video I did on Michelle Lamy, who I believe is a witch. Wanda is supposed to be the Scarlet Witch, so it's obvious they wanted her to appear like an authentic witch. This is no surprise, as we already know the movies love hiding the truth in plain sight. The next scene we're going to be talking about is around the 42-minute mark, as they openly show Wanda performing an occultic ritual. She can be seen reading out the Book of the Damned as she levitates. We can see they show Wanda surrounded by candles as she's reading from the Dark Code. They then show the Masonic all-seeing eye as part of the spell. During this scene, they talk about using spells for demonic possession. Openly, in a movie that Disney knows kids and teenagers are going to be watching, they decided to pack it with tons of occultic imagery. The next scene we need to talk about is when the Illuminati capture Doctor Strange and America.
Well, what then? Hydra?
The Illuminati. We'll see you now.
The Illuminati?
As you heard for yourself, the Illuminati captures Doctor Strange. The scene tries to depict the Illuminati as the superheroes who protect and watch over the world. Something I found very interesting about this scene was that it was actually filmed inside of a real Masonic lodge. According to many articles and a video online that shows a bunch of film trucks outside of the Masonic lodge, this part of the movie was shot inside of the Freemasons Hall in London, which is the headquarters of the United Grand Lodge of England and the Supreme Grand Chapter of the Royal Arch Masons of England. This is not done coincidentally. We already know that the Masons love hiding the truth in plain sight, and this is exactly what they're doing with this film. They shot the scene when they were speaking about the Illuminati inside of a Masonic lodge because the Masons love using the Illuminati to hide themselves. The entire movie is about the occult, black magic, witches, rituals, and fraternities. A movie full of Masonic symbols, so it's no surprise that they filmed part of this movie in a real Masonic lodge to give it even more authenticity. This is extremely important. This lets you know that movies like these are influenced by real occultic practices. The next scene we're going to be talking about is the scene where Wanda forces Wong to take her to the temple where the Dark Code is carved into the walls. In this scene, they show demons and more occultic symbols. We also see a giant statue of the Scarlet Witch, and on top of that statue, we see Baphomet right over the statue's head. Clear, open Masonic symbolism. The movie even ends with Doctor Strange growing a third eye after using the Dark Code to save America. Doctor Strange was a major motion picture movie that grossed Disney over $900 million in its first week in the box office. A movie that was just tons of Masonic symbols and rituals. I am not surprised at all, as this is the normal programming shown over at Disney. In my opinion, Disney has taken it upon themselves to make the occult world look appealing. They want to make sure they can continue to recruit new occultists to populate their Masonic lodges. Not long ago, I saw an article regarding the Freemasons looking for new members. They were advertising that they were in need of new brothers. This is why films are made this way, using real occultic influence to be able to program the minds into thinking the occult world isn't evil. As we have seen many times on this channel, the Masons want to shape our minds and guide us to a burning end. These Masonic programmings are praised by millions as they watch through all the occultic imagery and don't think nothing of it. We must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, and we must not allow them to guide us to a burning end. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. Thank you so much for all your support. If you would like to further support the channel, join the channel below by hitting the join button, or you can join me on Patreon. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by buying a Truth Is shirt. If you would like a Truth Is shirt, email me at thetruthis211@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at thetruthis01. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at thetruthis01 and on TikTok at thetruthis. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.